Annapurna Base Camp is considered one of the most beautiful hiking trails in the world. While it marks only the beginning of mountain climbing for serious climbers, for ordinary hikers like us, it is the ultimate destination of our adventure. We completed our Annapurna Base Camp Trek in April this year and have since produced several videos on our trip. And you can find the links in the description of each video if you want to know the details, especially if you plan to take on this hiking trail yourself. But we also thought of creating a concise video documenting the entire trip, selecting the best footage from our previous videos, and adding many new photos in between. This will be the cream of the crop of the footage, and we are here to present to you the best scenes in one video. Please join us on this adventure, and I'm sure you will be amazed by the stunning scenery and activities that we experienced. We arrived in Kathmandu and had a relaxing day, doing some last-minute preparations. The next day, we flew to Pokhara, marking the beginning of our hiking trip.
These 4 guys are our porter and the guides. And those blue color bags are the duffel bag that they provide for us, for the porter to carry our things. Okay, let's go.
We took the jeep from our hotel heading to the beginning of our trek. Along the way, we passed by Nayapur, which marked the beginning of some hikers. And other hikers would prefer to start from the next small village, that is Biratanti. You can see there are hikers who had to hike on the dusty road, which is not that ideal. So our company, Grande Adventure, has arranged for us to start hiking at Hile, which means we will start on our trail from the point without any motorized vehicle. That was brilliant.
So this is the end of our jeep ride. Our porters now unload our luggage and we're going to start to hike up. Double up 2 duffel bags, bundled together. You look at it this way. We start off with lots of steps. So we walk along the trail from Hili to Tikidunga, and you know, the lodge, restaurants, rest houses are so colorful. Harvesting barley. This is quite an easy walk with just steps, and the scenery is beautiful. Finally, we arrive at Tikidunga. So we're gonna have our lunch over here.
After lunch, we continue trek up to Ulari.
So we are crossing the first suspension bridge. It's a short one, and I understand that there are many more to come. Now we are crossing the second suspension bridge. So we're gonna stay at this super viewpoint hotel overnight. It's a great place, a 4-story building. Can't imagine how they built it up the mountain. The facilities to charge our gadgets, cameras, and so on. I think that is important. And there are 2 beds over here for 2 of us. Comes with a thick blanket.
The tea houses along the ABC track mostly have similar settings, which means each room having 2 basic beds. Currently, we are at the start of the trail, so our room comes with a private bathroom. As we ascend in the next few days, the facilities will become more basic and we will need to use the shared bathroom outside the room. Hey, today is day 2 of our hiking at ABC track. Today we'll hike with Larry to 𝐺𝐺𝐵. Our plan is to stop for lunch, go slow, and enjoy our scenery. And we expect the scenery today is equally beautiful. So the omelets. Goodbye Larry, and we are going up to 𝐺𝐵𝐵. Yes. Right.
We will walk with a very relaxing pace.
Yep. What he's cutting? Looks like this gentleman is cutting some bamboo. So met some guys that they are actually biking. They are actually on Annapurna circuit, and it will take about only 1 week to complete it. As we progress, there are numerous bridges we have to cross. When we look down from the bridge, the water down there is crystal clear. Right now, go away. Show you the surroundings. Very peaceful place. And macaroni tuna. And of course we have our masala tea. Okay, after lunch we continue our journey to 𝐺𝐵𝐵. And we hike through some lustrous forest with magnificent view. There are many kinds that was built by the previous trekkers. We also participate, make a small one. Our guide helped us to register at the tourist police checkpoint. This is the center of 𝐺𝐵𝐵. We decided to have an early dinner and opt for an early rest, as tomorrow we have to wake up at 15 minutes past 4 to start to hike up to Poon Hill, as we do not want to miss the sunrise. Hey, today we are at 𝐺𝐵𝐵 early in the morning. We want to hike up to Poon Hill before daybreak to witness a breathtaking sunrise. And 20 in the morning, let's walk. Now it's about 0 degree. This is the checkpoint. We're going up to Poon Hill. It's a little bit dark, but hopefully you can see something. After trekking for 1.5 hours, we finally reached the summit of Poon Hill just moments before sunrise.
Everybody's waiting for the sunrise. And the weather is good. The fishtail is just right in front of me.
Let's take a look at the majestic view of the Annapurna South 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐿 fishtail.
This is a place where you can see most of the famous mountain at this area, and it is considered one of the best viewpoints where you can see the fishtail, the Annapurna South, and many more. It's nice to have a hot drink over here, tea or coffee, while waiting for the sunrise.
The egg yolk like sun finally emerged from behind the mountain. After taking so many photos and video clips, we descended to 𝐺𝐺𝐵, followed the same path. We returned to 𝐺𝐺𝐵 to have breakfast, take a short break, and then get ready for a long trek today to Tadapani, which will take another 5 to 6 hours. Today is a long day, but it's also the most scenic area at the lower altitude, apart from the snow mountain that we saw while we get higher.
Oh, you should let me know earlier. I don't need to walk. A pitch top with the mountain range as the background. And people also take the chance to rest and admire the flowers. It's gonna be a hectic day today. We have just came back from Phun Hill early in the morning. We wake up at 4:15 in the morning, going up to Phun Hill and coming down again, which takes us about more than 2 hours. It's already quite tired, and yet we need to walk for another 6 hours. And the ponies, still we have to go up and down several times before we reach Tadapani. So this is a very nice path to walk because it is quite flat and the scenery is stunning. Look at the trees. After walking for about 1.5 hours, we finally reached the first tea house. There are people selling souvenirs. Look at it.
Deurali. This place is called Deurali.
And the district?
District we are now in 𝐾𝐧𝐬𝐿 district. So right on the other side is 𝐷𝐸 district.
So peaceful. And it is located along the river Bantanti on the way to Tadapani. Lots of large, tall trees. After Bantanti is all the way down. Finally, we reached Tadapani. Now we are on the way to our hotel. Hotel Grand View Lodge.
It was a long day and relatively strenuous. We had an early sleep at 8 p.m. after dinner. Hey, today is day 4 of our trekking to ABC. We're gonna hike starting from Tadapani, continue to Chomrong. We have to cross the Kim Rong Kola, then go uphill again for lunch at Gujuk.
We'll stop at this tea house for a short break. Mountain Discovery Lodge. Okay. Quite nice.
So I wear this.
Quite nice.
We're ready. I wear this one only. And you can go.
Yeah, you can start walking.
Oh, then I know the destination.
There's a shorten on the way down to the river. So we came across something like a prayer, but in fact, according to our guide, it is not. It is more like kind of a witchcraft, and usually they will put it at a junction. For example, if somebody has some disease and they are not able to cure with the modern medical treatment, then they will look for an alternative treatment and hoping for the chase away the evil spirits. And this is the kind of offering to the evil spirit. Finally, we reached Gujuk Lodge for lunch. This is our pit stop before we continue to Chomrong. Who is a big eater?
I'm a big eater.
Oh, he's a big eater. I'm not a big eater today. Weather forecast said it's going to rain, and now it's we can hear the thunder. So we have make all the precautions, take out our raincoat. He can be our guide too. I'm pretty sure he knows the way. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, doggy. Let's go, doggy. Okay, let's go. So we decided to walk in the rain. Just wait for our guide. He's at the back wearing his raincoat. And the rain comes back. You might have listened to the raindrop falling onto my raincoat. But you know, the local guide said that they actually expected it to rain. They hope that it's going to rain. The reason is because after raining, usually on the next day, the sky is much clearer and we are able to watch a much more clearer mountain view. That's what they said. And hopefully it's going to happen that way tomorrow. From here we can see the mountains. Fishtail is behind the clouds. Annapurna South is over there, can be seen, but it's not very clear.
We reached Chomrong in the late afternoon and have an overnight stay at the International Guest House. Tomorrow we are going to Durali. We woke up early at 5:30 a.m. and the sky was still foggy.
Let's get into the stupa and take a look what's inside.
Now we head down a long flight of steps to 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐞. We cross another suspension bridge again, and we know that we are not too far from Bamboo. Finally, we reach Buddha guest house at Bamboo, and we're gonna stay here overnight. After an overnight rest, we continue our last leg of our uphill climb towards Annapurna Base Camp. Although some hikers prefer to continue their hikes, we prefer to stay overnight at Bamboo to have a more enjoyable and less tiring trip. We came across some rocky trails. We have to cross over some large streams with strong currents. Now we came across another temple, and there's on the right side there's a beautiful cascade of waterfalls, and it is called 108 Cascade on our right. Lunch at Himalaya.
It is quite sunny, but because of the strong wind and also the altitude, it's quite cold. This is 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐞 Cave, not far away from Durali.
𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐞 Cave is a huge rock hanging over the Durali Road, and climbers and porters often stop here to take a break and seek shelter.
This is due to avalanche. These are the ice. It's probably very slippery, and it always happens. So you got to be very careful. It just happened probably a few days ago. So we have to cross this place carefully and as quickly as possible. They are crossing the avalanche area. Very slippery. You need a hiking pole definitely. We reach another waterfall just before Durali. This is Durali. We will stay overnight here before we continue our journey to ABC tomorrow.
It's now just before 7 a.m. in the morning, and we plan to have our breakfast early and then start early to have lunch at Annapurna Base Camp, and then hopefully we'll reach Annapurna Base Camp by 2 or 3 p.m. The scenery here is very much different than before, with lots of huge rocks. And it's also very much harder to walk. The water of the Modi River is so strong. Walk over the metal bridge. Look at the current down there. Now everywhere you look from any angle is all snow-capped mountains. The air is getting thinner and we're also getting slower. It's where we came from, passing through the avalanche. We reached Annapurna Base Camp and we're gonna have lunch over here before our final push. During our final leg of our journey to Annapurna Base Camp, we encountered the snow-covered terrain, and it lasts for about 2 hours. The snow is fresh and loose and make the judgment to be so difficult. We occasionally plunge our feet into the deep snow. We also try to walk on the grass or rocks whenever it's possible because it's easier to judge and navigate. The final moment had been arrived and we are here step on Annapurna Base Camp. I don't know how to explain, but there's a sense of satisfaction and a sense of victory. I don't know how to describe it. But definitely this is the moment that we will cherish forever. And we stay overnight at Annapurna Sanctuary Lodge, right at the top of Annapurna Base Camp. The next morning, we woke up early, eager to see the most spectacular view of the entire trip. The golden rays blanketing the snow-capped mountains. We walked through the snow for about 5 minutes from our lodge to reach the edge of the cliff, which offered the best unobstructed view. The sky was a brilliant shade of blue, and the sun shining across the region, casting a golden rays on the mountain tops. On our way back to MBC, we put on our crampons because it was so slippery. Overall, the return trip was much easier and quicker. We stayed overnight at Cham Rong and had a relaxing day, enjoying the natural beauty of the mountain range. Mountains have a unique magnetic appeal to me. They not only make me feel small, but when I stand in front of the majestic ranges, I feel that I am not just a separate entity, but part of the system of nature. I could stay much longer, watching the sun slowly emerge from behind the mountain, and the sky slowly brighten up, with sun rays shining across the sky from one end to the other. The top of the mountain might be beyond my reach, but getting close to the foothill as we admire the nature creation is so close and is all I can achieve. I don't want to leave so quickly, but I do have things lined up in our daily life ahead. This is the end of our ABC trek. Perhaps one day I can plan a return trip to this majestic heaven of nature and immerse myself into its majestic ambience and embrace its warm and serene natural beauty again. We ended our hiking trip at 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐿. where we crossed the bridge to find a jeep waiting for us, take us back to the city. After days of peaceful solitude in nature, seeing no vehicles along the way, it felt strange to transition back to the hustle and bustle of urban life. I had to mentally adjust, leaving the tranquility behind as we merged back into the fast pace of the city living. We hope you enjoyed these videos, and I hope it inspires you to embrace the beauty of nature, take on physical challenges, and explore the outdoors, and trust me, you won't be disappointed. Thank you for watching, and if you like a deep dive into our ABC hiking adventure, be sure to check out the full series of videos we shot throughout our journey. Until then, continue exploring the world, love nature, love hiking, and I'll see you in the next video.